Hi guys, we're going to be reviewing the movie Singham Returns. But before that, a brief introduction. This is Nishant Jog Singh. Nishant is a Haryanvi, which basically means that he has the personality of a raccoon. When it comes to things such as sex and making love, he does not really give a lot of importance to trivial things such as consent. Nishant, as you can see, has God-gifted looks. Like he's the perfect model for before of every before and after ad. Like any kind of product. Like if it's a hair treatment program, he can be before. If it's a fairness cream, he can still be before. If it's a weight loss program, he can still be before. In fact, if you think about it, Nishant has to be the darkest Haryanvi in the history of humanity. Like you never see Haryanvis this dark. Like in fact, when he was born, like all the Khap Panchayat and his orthodox traditional Haryanvi dad, they all gathered around him and said, "Isse acha to beti ho jati."
Thank you, Abhijit Ganguly. Thank you for those kind words. And like a typical Haryanvi, I will return the favor. Abhijit Ganguly is a Bengali, which means he is very irritating. On a scale of 0 to Mamta Banerjee, he's at Arnab Goswami. But he's not like a typical Bengali who's born and raised in Kolkata. No, not one of those. He's been in Delhi for all his life. And because of that, now he's got this Punjabi influence, which means he reads books, but only with pictures. Like, for example, he's read Kama Sutra 56 times.
57 if you count today morning.
57 times, right? But the best part about Abhijit is that he has a girlfriend for 7 years now. Beat that, 7 years. I hope someday even the girl would get to know about the relationship.
But coming back to Singham Returns is the sequel to the awesome movie that came out in 2011, Singham, which was famous for this one brilliant dialogue.
जिसमें है दम तो फक्त बाजीराव सिंघम.
What?
जिसमें है दम तो फक्त बाजीराव सिंघम.
Did he just say?
फक्त बाजीराव सिंघम.
Is that like an open invitation?
फक्त बाजीराव सिंघम.
I'm sure when the script writer was writing this line, this particular dialogue, he had the villain in his mind. Like this line was written for the boss of all the villains. Like the boss would stand there and scream, "Jisme hai dam, fuck Bajirao Singham. Jisme hai dam, fuck Bajirao. Abbe kisi mein to dam ho, jisme dam ho, go fuck Bajirao Singham." And Ajay Devgan was standing there like, "Ye dialogue to main bolunga."
The movie starts with a special thanks to Uddhav Thackeray, like a special thanks to Uddhav Thackeray, which actually makes sense, Obviously, what they wanted to say was special thanks to Uddhav Thackeray for not creating a scene and nuisance during our shooting and letting all the spot boys from Bihar work and not get killed.
I think they should have even also thanked Jayalalitha, Mamta Banerjee, Nawaz Sharif, Ukraine for letting us use their airspace and not killing us.
The film is directed by Rohit Shetty, whom we all know, who is the son of this guy. Incidentally, everybody who had Doordarshan during the 90s would recognize this guy as the one badass villain who will always get beaten up by heroes half his size. And the funny part is, every hero used to do this towards the end, that he used to just scratch his bald head. I can actually do it with you. Scratch his bald head like this. Which, if you think about it, is Singham's finishing move. Just this. It makes complete sense. It's probably Rohit Shetty's hidden desires coming out. Now the first dialogue of Ajay Devgan in this movie is "Main leta nahi, deta hu," which is a kick-ass dialogue. "Main leta nahi, deta hu." And Ajay Devgan throughout the movie keeps repeating this dialogue all the times, like "Main leta nahi, deta hu, main leta nahi, deta hu."
If you think about it, that's quite an awkward way of living life. If you just use this dialogue in your life, like real life, just picture this. "Hey, Singham sir, yellow samosa."
"Hey, main leta nahi, deta hu."
Singham sir, yellow ice bucket challenge."
"Hey, main bola na, main leta nahi, main deta hu."
Singham sir, how about a blow job?"
"Hey, main leta nahi." Chaliye de de. The movie absolutely has no resemblance to anything real or real life in general. Like none at all. In fact, there is this political party whose main agenda is development, and the party is called Bharatiya Lok Party.
No resemblance at all. And this party also has a political guru, this really old guy. Of course, again, no resemblance at all.
Also, the political party has an ex-army person.
No resemblance at all. And the same party also has a female politician who is an ex-serial actress. Could be anybody. No resemblance at all. Like
no resemblance,
nothing.
man. पता ही नहीं चल रहा.
Got it. But there's only one thing which happens in the movie which doesn't happen in real life. The old age guy, the old age Guruji dies, which we all know is not going to happen in real life. Like when the Congress people saw the movie, even they went like, ये तो fiction है रे, fiction है, ये नहीं मरने वाला, fiction है. ए शशि tweet करना इसके बारे में.
In this movie, Kareena Kapoor plays the role of a Marathi girl, which is so true, right? Because Marathi girls always look as fair as Kareena Kapoor. Makes complete sense. But think about it, it's at least better casting than Mary Kom, where a person of completely different race was taken to give a biopic.
But talking about Marathi role played by Kareena, I'm sure इसको देख के बिपाशा ने बोला यार ये मराठी रोल के लिए तो मेरे को ले लेते, ये कब तक विक्रम भट्ट की पिक्चरों में ठुमके लगाती रहूंगी. और ये जब से जॉन से ब्रेकअप हुआ तब से घर का खर्चा पानी भी नहीं चलता, वो रीबॉक के ऐड के पैसे खत्म हो गए.
And Kareena Kapoor plays the role of a very mature, understanding, space-giving kind of a girlfriend. In fact, in this scene in which she lets the Punjabi in her come out, she actually addresses this northeastern guy who's making chow mein as, made in China. Like, what a beautiful non-racist thing to say, like, seriously.
What are probably the other things she could have said?
Like, chili chicken.
Hey, momos.
Yo China.
Hey, Chinky Pandey. And Kareena Kapoor is addressing Ajay Devgan as Singham throughout the movie, which happens to be Ajay Devgan's second name, his surname. Throughout the movie, Kareena is going as Singham, I love you, you're so cute, Singham, Singham. If you think about this, in real life, isn't it a bit awkward if you address your boyfriend by his surname? Especially in India, where you have surnames like Sharma, Gupta, Chadda. Like, just imagine if this is how it would look like if it happens in real life.
What's up, Gupta?
It's Apurv.
I love you, Gupta.
It's Apurv.
Tring, 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 tring.
Hello?
Hello, can I talk to Gupta?
हाँ बेटा कौन सा वाला? In Singham, there are scenes of riots happening. Like people are putting the buses on fire, कोई तोड़ रहा है, people are beating each other, breaking the glass windows of cars and stuff. We were told by the production team that these scenes were not shot. There are no actors involved in these scenes. The camera people just rolled their cameras when MNS and Shiv Sena workers were having a normal day at work.
Just a normal day, like a complete 9 to 5 kind of a job for them. Just pretty mundane stuff that they were doing. Also, in this movie, there is a horny spiritual guru who has a lot of blonde white girls as disciples. Which is little weird because the kind of roles that Bollywood has always given out to blonde white girls have been really meaningful roles, well-meaning roles such as this. The kind of roles you're getting a lot of chance to showcase your talent and everything. Clearly, so much of talent to be showcased over here. Bollywood is so nice like that, But which makes you think, that when these guys, the casting crew and all, must have gone to these blondes to cast them, the conversation must have been damn awkward, Like, Madam, Miss Blonde, we want you to play this role in our movie.
Oh yeah, I know Bollywood, I know. My name is Sheila ki Jawani.
No, madam, not that kind of a role. You don't have to dance, madam. You don't have to.
Oh, I have to take off my clothes? I'll charge extra for that, okay?
No, madam, you don't have to take off your clothes either. You have to play disciple to a rapist, horny, spiritual guru.
Oh, Asaram. I've been to his ashram.
But, spoilers alert, now coming to the best part of the movie. The movie Singham Returns stars this guy, whom we all know from the serial CID. Also, in this movie his name is Daya.
And there's a scene in the movie where Ajay Devgan yells out, that's right, you guessed it right. 3, 2, 1. Daya darwaza tod do!
Post which this happens.
Do you realize how much effort this guy must have put to make this happen? Like Rohit Shetty must have been like, यार मेरे को ना ये दया दरवाजा पे कुछ बनाना है, कुछ यूज करना है, इसको कहीं पे तो यूज करना है, मेरे को क्या करूं मैं?
हाँ तो अगले साल मैं फ्री हूं ना, तो सिंघम का सीक्वल बनाते हैं, उसमें यूज करेंगे मस्त.
And post that, this happened.
Do you realize how much effort was made for this one joke? Like basically in this movie, he casted this guy.
Named him Daya.
And he gave him an important role.
And then did this scene Basically, Singham is just the longest joke in the history of Bollywood.
Dude, it's the longest joke in the history of jokes. Like 2 घंटे के बाद finally a joke deliver हुआ. Like this is the point where all us stand-up comedians felt like going, "Wow, Shetty Saab, wow." And for this particular scene, we are actually giving them a rating of 3 dopes out of 5. We would have actually given them 2.5, but for this particular scene only, they just get a half more. 3 dopes out of 5 is a fair enough rating, right?
Fair enough. And that's about it from us. Keep watching and we'll be back next week again. Till then, keep rolling.
Sayonara, sayonara. नहीं अच्छा नहीं लग रहा.